Welcome back, students. In the previous lecture we have talked about displacement current density and how JD bar is important term, and this JD bar term included by Maxwell, and how this JD bar term plays an important role when we are talking about time varying fields, and the relationship between J bar and JC bar and JD bar we have understood by looking at this tan delta expression, loss tangent. It's tan delta is equal to sigma upon omega epsilon. If sigma upon omega epsilon very greater than 1, we say that it's a conductor. If it is very less than 1, we say that it is insulator, or we can say that it's a dielectric medium. So we completed that thing also. Then we have gone through the practical perspective where a straight line conductor was taken, and the path were chosen. Two different paths were chosen. In first case, if it is just passing through the conductor, we can have the inclusion of JC where JD is equal to 0. If it is passing through the insulator, we can ignore the first term JC and we can continue with the JD bar, where time varying nature of the electric flux density dou d bar by dou t we have understood. And today we will see certain numericals related to this. These numericals are very important. See, sometimes they are very easy to solve, but you should know that thing. Once you have the prior knowledge or basic knowledge of these JD bar and JC bar term, it's very easy for you to solve those numericals, and we'll solve this right now. So the first numerical that we will see today is, let's say I need to solve a numerical, a material for which sigma is equal to, so the first statement, a material for which sigma is equal to 5 Siemens. See, Siemens is, or it is denoted by mho symbol. So there are two symbols by which conductivity can be represented. Conductivity can be represented as Siemens per meter, or it can be represented by mho, that is MHO. It is exactly reverse of ohm per meter. So 5 mho per meter, and epsilon r is equal to 1. The electric field intensity E bar is 250 sine 10 raised to 10 t volts per meter. Find conduction and displacement current densities and frequency at which both have equal amplitudes. Now read to the question neatly and cleanly. Take your time, pause this video for some time, and just come to the then we will try to solve it. Now in this particular numerical, we are supposed to solve, find first of all conduction current density and displacement current density, and this is the numerical. We can say that once you know this tan delta expression, then it's very easy to solve. So first thing, JC bar, conduction current density, we can calculate. Simple expression is, it is sigma. It's not 6, it's not 6, it is sigma E bar. What is sigma? Sigma is the conductivity of the medium. It is already given to you. It is already given, sigma E bar. So sigma is 5, E bar is 250 sine of 10 raised to 10 t. You can write it here, 250 sine of 10 raised to 10 t. So it's simple multiplication, 250 by multiplied by 5, it's 1250 sine 10 raised to 10 t ampere per meter. The unit of J bar, current density J bar unit, either it is a conduction current or displacement current, its unit is ampere per meter square. Okay, so ampere per meter square, yes, it is J is equal to I by A, ampere per meter square. So its unit is ampere. I will just write it here because it's not visible in these notes. So ampere per meter square, unit of current density. Now conduction current density. So the first part of this is over. What is the second part? We need to calculate displacement current density also. So displacement current density, what is the formula? JD bar is equal to dou d bar by dou t, or da bar d bar by da bar t. So dou by dou t of, we can replace this d bar by epsilon E bar, since E bar is known to me. Either I can calculate d bar by given E bar, epsilon E bar, or you can put it directly here. What is the epsilon? Epsilon is nothing but permittivity of that medium. So you can replace this epsilon by epsilon naught, epsilon r, and multiplied by this E bar term. So you need to take the partial differentiation with respect to t. Don't forget to do that. Just try to calculate. In the next slide we will see the answers of them. You can pause this video for some time and you can solve it, and then we will continue from the next slide onwards. I hope you have solved it, and you might have got the final answer as 22.135 cos 10 raised to 10 t. Unit is once again ampere per meter square. So JD bar unit is ampere per meter square. JC bar is having the same unit. Okay, let's go back to the third bit which we are supposed to solve in this particular numerical. What he is asking? He is asking frequency at which both of them have equal amplitude. So there are certain frequencies where conduction current density and displacement current density are having same thing. So for that, what you are supposed to know, you should know the equation which has related this JC bar and JD bar, and we know that is the equation tan delta. What is tan delta equal to? So I will write it in the next slide, so that will become easier for you. So tan delta loss tangent is equal to what? Omega upon sigma upon omega epsilon, which is exactly equal to what? JC upon JD. So he is saying that both of them are having same amplitude, that means JC equal to JD. If JC equal to JD, I can write ratio of JC by JD equal to 1. So sigma upon omega epsilon is equal to 1. So JC by JD bar is equal to 1. That's why sigma upon omega epsilon is equal to 1. Absolutely. So I can write this omega on the right hand side. So omega is equal to sigma upon epsilon. You can put the value of sigma and you can put the value of epsilon. Don't forget to put the value of epsilon even in the second case also as epsilon naught into epsilon r. Don't put direct value of epsilon as whatever given in the numerical. I think it is given as 1. Don't put it directly 1. So it is epsilon naught into epsilon r. Even I hope in the previous numerical also you have put the value of epsilon as epsilon naught into epsilon r, and you have got that value. Put that value in the omega. You already know omega equal to 2 pi f. You can find the frequency as omega upon 2 pi, and finally you should get the frequency close to 90 gigahertz. So at a 90 gigahertz frequency, JC bar should be equal to JD bar. Just try to go through this numerical once again and try to solve it. We will go to the next numerical which we are supposed to solve. Looking at this particular case, let's say I am having a numerical something like this: a parallel plate capacitor with a plate area of 5 cm square and a plate separation of 3 mm has a voltage 50 sin 10 raised to 3t. Is it a time varying field? Yes, it is having different value of t equal to 0, it is having different value of t equal to 1, 2, so on and so forth. So sinusoidal voltage is applied whose amplitude or whose voltage nature is given by 50 sin 10 raised to 3t. To these plates, calculate the displacement current assuming, now they are asking out displacement current, not density. Displacement current assuming epsilon is equal to 2 epsilon naught. So first of all, you should know the equation for current for the capacitor. Equation for the current for the capacitor is I is equal to C dV by dt. You know that the voltage is already given 50 sin 10 raised to 3t, so you can calculate that current. But do we know value of C? No, we don't know the value of C. So if it is a parallel plate capacitor, we already know that capacitance formula will be A epsilon by D. Put the value of epsilon as 2 epsilon naught 2 into 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12. Area is already given 5 cm square. I have converted it into meter square, so 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by distance between the plates is given 3 mm, 3 into 10 raised to minus 3. Put all those values. I will get the values epsilon naught by 9, epsilon naught upon 3. Just try to calculate C. Once you know the value of C, pause this video for some time, put the value of C and differentiate voltage, this 50 sin 10 raised to 3t with respect to t, and get the value of I. Okay, first of all get the value of C, then get the value of I. I will give you some time, just try to solve and once again come back. I hope you have solved that particular expression, and finally we got I as epsilon naught by 3 dou by dou t of 50 sin 10 raised to 3t. Derivative of sin 10 raised to 3t will be cos 10 raised to 3t into 10 raised to 3, and that's why we got this value, final value of the current flowing through the capacitor as 147.4 cos of 10 raised to 3t nanoamperes. Okay, 10 raised to minus 9. You just try to solve it once again and get the answer. I hope your answer should be matching with my answer because I solved it by using a calculator as usual. And finally, so this is the now the most important numerical which was asked 2 times in end semester examination. I hope you will be able to solve that. See, first of all, try to understand what is given. In free space, E bar is equal to 20 cos omega t minus 50x AY bar. This is actually wave equation which we are going to solve in the unit number 6, but if you solve it, it will be definitely useful. I think this numerical was asked in the end semester examination for 8 marks. It's very easy to solve. Okay, what he is asking? He is asking about he is given E bar and we are supposed to calculate JD bar, H bar and omega. I hope this H bar and omega you can solve once you know the Maxwell's equation, and you need to establish certain relationship between that. So I will give you the hint how to solve that. So can you calculate JD bar? What is JD bar formula? It is dou D bar by dou T. Okay, I know that dou D bar by dou T. Do I know the value of D bar? No, but I know this E bar. So can I replace it with the epsilon E bar? Yes, but epsilon into epsilon r, it is a free space, that's why epsilon r is equal to 1. Put those values and get the answer. You should get the answer of JD bar as minus 20 omega epsilon 0 sine of omega t minus 50x into AY bar. Is it okay? So this is value of JD bar. How you can get the value of H bar? Is there any Maxwell's equation who is relating E bar with H bar? Yes, you can take either del cross E bar. Del cross E bar is equal to, the first Maxwell's equation is equal to minus dou B bar by dou T. Okay, if it is dou B bar by dou T, can I replace this B bar by mu H bar? Yes, I can replace. Can I take this mu to this denominator? Yes. So you need to find curl of this particular thing. Since it is a Cartesian coordinate system, you know how to find a curl. Once you get this left hand side, you will get certain expression. You need to take dou by dou T of mu H bar. So H bar is equal to, if there is a differentiation of H bar on the right hand side, to get H bar you need to integrate on the left hand side. So just integrate it and you get the value of H bar. Is it okay? This is the second thing. Now in order to calculate omega, you have got H bar from equation number 2, you have calculated JD bar in equation number 1. So from equation number 2, once again calculate E bar by using second Maxwell's equation, it is del cross H bar is equal to, since it is free space condition, so we can treat it as a dielectric. So don't take JC bar, del cross H bar, you take JD bar. Okay, since it is a dominating term, replace it with the dou D bar by dou T. From that, once again calculate E bar. Compare both these, E bar calculated with the E bar given, and you will definitely get the value of this C bit. Try to solve this numerical and get back to me with these answers. If you are not getting, I will solve it during the live sessions. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thank you very much and happy learning.